My channel. For those of you that are new, welcome and welcome to today's video. So if you've been following along for the past 2 parts of this little mini series of getting our Dutch doors, this is part 3 and it's actually our final part because we will be done with the doors today in this video. So I'm super excited because if you didn't see part 1, we installed these 2 doors on the back side of the barn. I guess I would say it's the back side, and then we installed these 3 doors in part 2. So now it's part 3, we're doing all the detail work, we're getting everything completely done so that the doors are completely functional the way that we want them to be, and of course, getting to show you the final reveal of our Dutch doors. And once again, I want to thank Ram Horse Fencing Installs. They really helped us out with getting these Dutch doors. And if you guys need anything for your barn or horses, you can use the link in my description down below, and they have a whole site of a lot of really awesome stuff. That's where we got our thoroughbred stall mattresses and one of the fans in our barn, which is really awesome. So if you guys are looking to build a barn or add additions to your barns or things like that where you need upgrades, definitely go check them out. They have a lot of really good stuff. But moving on from that, we are gonna go ahead and get right into it because we have a lot of work to do. It's pretty hot out and I'm so excited to just see these completely finished. So if you guys are excited for today's video, if you guys are excited to see the final reveal of the doors, make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos, and of course have a chance to my post notification shout out. Alright guys, let's get to work. So if you haven't been following along though, I just want to give you a quick recap. So we have this one open for the goats in the back, and then that one for Blaze right now, and then these are the 3 on this side. So it actually feels really good in the barn, and the lighting is so bright in here now. My farrier came the other day and he thanked us for the doors because he said the breeze was so nice. Right, Jenny? So I think it's working, you guys. Right now we don't have like the full rotation working, so we don't have any doors open for the horses out there just because it's switched up right now. But this is where we're at. In part 2, we put on some of these bottom pieces here of wood so that it wasn't the raw metal. So we need to finish doing those. So I think that's the first thing that we're gonna work on. And then we're gonna add the kick plates on the back. So this is all the leftover wood that we have from cutting out like the centers, like right there. We've been able to use some of it, like I said, for that like bottom plate that we're putting on. So we need to find a couple good pieces out of here to use. But after that, I'm gonna see if we can reuse this somewhere else on the farm. I'm not sure if we can, but it's really good wood. And if not, I'm just gonna put it online and see if anyone wants some free wood, because if they're doing a small project or something like that, it would work. I've talked about this a little bit in part 2, but to show in more detail why, because like I've said, we have a metal building, so where we had to cut is a raw edge, and when they get in here, if they're being lazy and they drag their hoofs, they will scrape on here. So by putting this down first, it eliminates that. And then also the kick plate that's gonna go on here, it also eliminates that. And make a really functional like little step right here for them. I think it also gives a really clean look to it as well. So now that that's on there, before we nail it in, we just wanna make sure that the door closes good. Closes perfect. And it's good. So it's good to be nailed in. So now that's nice and done. Mike, go ahead and stand on it. Show us. Nice and sturdy. And it works just like we want it to. So then when we close it, you don't even notice that it's there. So you don't see it at all. It doesn't affect the door or anything like that. Now time to work on Blaze's stall. Blaze! I still think it confuses them that we can talk to them from both directions. Hey Blaze! Nothing to see here, Blaze. So suspicious all the time. This is also another reason, because they have been pooping in, of course, the one spot that we don't want them to poop. So Mike's fishing it out with a shell, because we definitely don't want that to be left underneath. What do you think we're doing, Blaze? What do you think about this? Now that it's all cleaned out, it's time to put this one in there. These fits have been so perfect. Very nice. Looks good. Blaze is literally just breathing down Mike's neck. Oh, what's that noise, Blaze? I'm gonna do a step check. Very nice and strong. Looks good, love it. This is actually our last one of these, and now we get to move on. For the kick plates, we actually had to go buy 3 pieces of wood just because I know it's crazy, all of this scrap. It's actually shorter than what we need for the kick plates. Not by much, but still, we had to go buy new wood. It's the same type of wood. How many inches does it measure?
52.5.
52.5, but then we kind of have to notch the sides. You guys will see in a minute there. We are working on the kick plates, and if you don't remember what the kick plates are, this is what the kick plate is. We've only done one, and I painted it black, so I'm gonna be painting them all black as well. Now that all the pieces are cut, he is measuring to make a little notch with the jigsaw so that it sits really flush, and you guys will see when we put it up against the barn. So that small, tiny little cut will make the world of a difference with this. It is really coming down, you guys. So I put Trigger up, and then these two were out in pasture, and they came running in together, and this is the whole point of why we also wanted to do the door type instead of the windows so that they could come in and get out of the rain when they want, and also the heat. So they've chosen to get out of the rain and come in, and here they are, sharing a stall together. Now when this is set up correctly and on the correct rotation, that door would be open too, so then they would all maybe have a stall. I'm not really sure yet, but they really don't mind sharing just to get out of the rain or the heat as like a run-in. So that's kind of what they're using it as. They really don't mind each other's space. We have a couple chickens that are a bit wet that have taken cover. That one's like the wettest one over there. This storm literally came out of nowhere. Welcome to Florida. And what are you doing, Willie? Are you bragging that you're able to get out of the rain? So I am still trying to figure out the lighting. It's been kind of difficult to film in here. I gotta change my settings and stuff just because the lighting is a lot different than what I've been filming on for the past couple years in this barn, because now I have light coming in from all directions. Not a bad thing, it's just something I'm trying to figure out. So if the lighting's bad, sorry, but I'm trying to figure it out. So this is the concept of how it works. So that's what it looks like before it's painted, but now it gives the illusion that the door is technically all the way down to the base of the barn. So it worked out really nicely. We were able to match the height on the inside of the barn where our stall mattresses are, and then also provide this illusion that the door isn't floating. So I think it looks really good. Both doors are done on this side of the barn with the kick plates and also those bottom little steps like I showed you. Now it's time to work on the other side, and then we'll get to painting these to make it all match. Guys, you see how cute this shadow is? It's Cash, but this is the last one, and then all of the stalls will officially have kick plates. And Cash and I are the supervisors for this job. Mike, we're supervising over here. What do you think, Cash? Voila, they're all done. So I'm gonna back up and show you guys before they're painted. So this is what it looks like. It looks so good, you guys. It really makes it. Obviously, they need to be painted black like that one, but it looks so good. And this is what I was talking about on the other side, so you can kind of see a little bit of the barn, but this side over here is a lot lower in dirt, which we're gonna get fill it, because even right there you can see the cement that's like under the barn. It's actually exposed. So I saw a lot of my last video questions if we were gonna build a ramp or things like that, but no, it's not what we're gonna do. It just makes more sense for us to fill this because it needs to be filled anyways, because as you guys know, this part of the pasture is really low, so that's why we get a lot of standing water. So that's why it looks like this. So we eventually will fill this all up, and then we will put grass down, sod, so that it doesn't erode back down, and then everything will look perfect. And now that that's done, we have to paint them and add our latches. So to paint the little door stops, or kick plates I should say, we're using the same paint, so same color. And I'm just gonna have it in this little thing. So it's good that we got so much paint for stuff like this. So I'm just starting off by painting the side by the road, just because I really wanted to look cohesive to the road. Obviously, they're really easy to paint because it's just wood, but June decided that she wanted to be really involved and wanted to help me paint these because she would not leave me alone. So here's what it looks like. Oh, I'm so in love, you guys. I have obviously that door open because Blaze and June decided to go in there. Trigger's kick plate is a little dirty because of the rain that we've been getting and it's splashing up, but it looks so good. I love it. It looks perfect, you guys. It really seals the deal. As you can tell, well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining. So that just happened there. These doors are shutting on their own because of the wind. So that's one of the big things we are working on today, is making sure that this doesn't happen. Because I'm afraid that a horse's head will be out there and it'll come slamming in. So we're gonna fix that today with latches. Very important.
These are the latches that they give, and they also give these latches too, which are so cute. And I wish that it worked for us to use them, but we don't really need them. So we're not actually using these, but I do love those and I think they're so cute. And they would be really cute. But we are just using these latches. So they are actually the same latches that we have on our horse trailer that keeps our tack room door open and the big door open. So we are really familiar with using these. So this will make it so that when we open up the window, it doesn't slam shut on my horse's heads. He almost lost my head when I was standing by one, because they are really heavy doors. So you get a little package per each door. And these are just so cute. They would be such a nice look. Mike even said maybe we can just put them on for decoration, but we're probably not gonna do that. But they're super cute though. But now it's time to get these latches put on because they're gonna be super helpful.
So this is the part that we're gonna attach to the actual door. So this is the little latch like this. So Mike's just bolting it in. Now it's time to put the piece on the actual barn that the door will latch to. I should say window, because we have it attached to the window because these are open more, and then you just attach this by the latch with the whole door open. But guys, it's actually starting to rain. So another day of working on this in the rain, but this is how that works. So just like that. Okay, so as you guys can see, the rain's coming down. We're getting soaked. That's the mechanism. Another day of trying to get this done and not get rained on, but this is actually day 2 of this vlog. We just kind of jumped right back into the work because yesterday we got rained on, so today we're getting rained on again, but we really need to finish it, so we're just gonna keep on working even with the rain, but now I look like a wet dog. So as you can see, those 2 latches are installed. We have 1 latch left, but they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, so it's working really well. Yay! The rain just came and it didn't slam shut, so that's good. Now Louis can keep his head out there and I won't feel scared that he's gonna get hit. Everything is completely done. We're just cleaning up our mess now, and we switch the horses out to eat. But everything is done, pretty much. Just a little recap. We have our bottom base right here that we put in so that they wouldn't hit their foot on any open metal. And this has also been a really good way for us to give them their hay. So here's everybody. Guys, I have a confession. I was cleaning stalls and I threw it out there. So that's probably not an ideal place to put the hay, but they'll work around it. Anyways, so here's what we got going on. And just like that, again, we're doing a full overview of everything. So right now my kick plates, so these are what we're calling kick plates, are so dirty because of the rain, and it made all the mud splash up on there. Not a huge deal because it will go away, and then when we build this up and put grass here, you'll never even notice it. So that also happened to the ones I just literally painted. No big deal, it's fine. And now we're discussing what we're gonna do next. Oh, I got a little bit of trash right there I still have to pick up, because we are thinking of putting paddocks right here, and I'm gonna explain really quick the what's next with the paddocks. So first though, looking at it from right here, you can see they're all done. They all have their latches. That's what we put on today. We also did some spray foam inside just to make sure it's watertight. And they're mostly always gonna be left open like this. I believe that we will close them here and there, maybe in the wintertime when it gets really cold, because my horses don't really get winter coats because they are stalled, and they're also Florida horses, so when it gets really cold, it's a lot different for them. But if we do paddocks, what we'll do is basically, I guess let's start from the first one. We'll go from the very left side of this first door, and we'll go all the way over to about maybe there. And then from right there, all the way out to here, to all the way here. So this middle stall paddock will be from here to there. That one will be from there to there. And then this one, obviously it looks a lot smaller, but we'll be able to go all the way out to here. So they're all gonna get at least a 20-foot wide. So this is 20 foot right here, a 20-foot wide paddock area. The middle one will probably be like the smallest technically, but that's still 20 foot wide because this one will be 20 foot, but then you add this extra little like bit that we have, so it'll probably end up about 23 foot wide, and then we can technically go as wide as we want, but we're probably just gonna stick around 20 foot wide as well. So that's what we're thinking for right here, because we don't have any grass here anyway, so it's not like we're taking away any pasture from them. And it will also help keep our stalls a lot cleaner, but that still is a ways to go because we have to fill this all in with dirt because it's been so eroded from rain, and since we don't have a gutter system on the barn, it just drops right down and erodes away, and that's how erosion works. I'm just kidding. But then once we fill it with dirt, we will put grass down, and then we will proceed to do our paddocks. So that's what we're thinking, looking at everything, but I'm super happy with it. I love how it looks. It has been a game changer, and the breeze through there is so nice. But just recapping back on these latches, they're so easy to use. Oh, this one's not even latched right now because we just let the horses in through it. So I'll show you guys. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. So you basically just push on that, and there you go. See, I was even able to do it with one hand. Obviously not the easiest to do it with one hand, but it still works. So just like that. Easy peasy. And then to get them off, you just push this in, lift that up, and they come right off. Same thing like I said on our trailer, so we're very used to these latches. They work really good. We open the door. Hopefully my horses don't try to go in, but we're gonna open the door and I'll show you how the Dutch door works. When the door is open like this, again, this is why we only need our latches for the windows, because it would just latch that, and then that's how the whole door system works for it to be open. And guys, they're already kicking at them, so that was trigger kicking from the inside by Cash. I hope that the stall is closed. Okay, anyways, so let's go ahead and unlatch this, but see how easy that was, and Mike will show us how it closes. Super simple. So I know you guys have asked how they're getting in, but you guys just saw Cash get in there with no problem. They don't mind it at all. Their legs are really long, you guys, so that step is really nothing for them. If we can do it, they can do it. And then plus, once we add the fill, it'll be perfect for them. Trigger's being a little bit of a meanie. Look at our little bumblebee friend while I was filming. So cute. And again, this is what the inside looks like with this closed. We did some spray foam up there on all of them just to make sure everything is nice and sealed tight. But I really like it. I actually say I love it. It turned out really good. I'm very happy with it. The horses and the goats and donkey are using it all how it's supposed to. They all come in when it's raining and such, just like we wanted them to. Minnie's on that step. It's nighttime, you can't go out, but you at least get to look over. So cute. So here is what this side looks like officially done. It looks so good, and I was a little bit worried that it would look a little bit weird with 2 doors only, but since they're more set in the middle anyways, I think that they turned out just fine, and no one can really see this side anyways. So that's what they look like from over here. Everything is finally completely finished. They both have their latches installed, so everything is good to go. So it's the next morning. I wanted to give you guys a last look in different daylight. So here's the full overview of the barn. So this is the left side. Blaze is greeting us this morning. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the best thing ever. This is exactly not why I wanted them, but I totally pictured this. Oh my gosh, so cute. And I absolutely love the color of the barn, especially with our black and white doors. This little cat literally keeps tripping me. We just missed June put her head out the window as well. So anyways, the front of the barn. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall because of this cat. All the way over to the right side of the barn. So it looks so good. I love it. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I just love when a plan comes together. So I'm super excited about it. I think it turned out really good. Like I said, exactly what I pictured in my head from literally 2 years ago when we were talking about doing the Dutch doors and what they would end up looking like. So it worked out perfectly. Even though we had a couple hurdles and struggles, we got through it and it worked out really well. It was totally worth it. I will say a lot of work, especially compared to some of the other work that we've done in our barn. It was a lot of work, but super worth it, like I said. But the Dutch doors are officially completely installed and in complete use. So I am super excited and happy about that. So if you guys liked following this little mini series of installing these Dutch doors, yes, for some reason it took 3 parts just because of how much work it was. And I was so excited to show you guys each step of the way, but they're completely done. So it's on to the next thing. But if you guys like today's video, if you guys are excited that our doors are completely done and working use, make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of these videos. And of course, if a chance to my post notification shout out, today's shout out goes to all you guys. I love you and I'll see you in the next one.